Hi, Jim Graden here, talking to you school owners about comparing the UBC to, let's say, boot camp. It's become quite popular. If somebody comes in or someone's looking between the two, UBC or this boot camp, where do we fall in, and why does the UBC, in my opinion, is such a greater value and they get so much more? I'm going to go through a couple points that maybe help with you understand, but also so you can communicate to those who might be choosing between the two. Number one, measurable results. I mean, that's a huge aspect of the UBC. Most boot camps, you work out, and maybe you lost a little weight, you might have got better in shape, but how do you really know? Because we actually have our fitness evaluations, that first, second, and third fitness evaluation tied right into the Cooper statistics, that becomes of tremendous value. We're not just, pinching a lot in the beginning and pinching a little later. We're actually showing them the measurable results that they can get through the program. Also, nutritional guidance. Very few boot camps give any type of nutritional guidance. It's usually just an exercise program where they do some running and push-ups and that type of thing, but very little nutritional programming, and if they do, it's usually very vague, to where the UBC gives a complete program with point system and everything through the manual. And another big part of the UBC is the manual itself, and the fact is that they have something to chart their progress with. That they're constantly not just physically engaged in their progress, but they're mentally engaged in their progress. And that's a big aspect. I've been talking a lot about that recently in how important the manual is, that the student feels like they're almost having to keep score, or it's like a workbook they would get in college, that there's a certain amount of accountability on their own to making sure that they finish filling out that book, because fill out the book, you're going to get the results you're looking for. But also a biggie is the kickboxing. I mean, everybody knows about exercise, and almost all those boot camps are just push-ups, sit-ups, running, same old standard exercises everybody does and sticks to for a while, but not for long. But the fact that the kickboxing, the martial arts element of the UBC is huge. The 7 basic techniques, the jab, the cross, the hook, the uppercut, front kick, round kick, side kick. Again, getting the mind and the body involved, not just having to, suffer through a push-up, is a big benefit of the UBC. The coaching, the fact is that people are volunteering to guide you or guide your students through the course is another big element, something that's not real common in boot camps. But really the one that's the biggest selling point is that the UBC can guarantee results. Because again, boot camps are predominantly just exercise programs, and again, it's aerobic and anaerobic, but it's all kind of thrown together to where it's a system in the UBC that combines the aerobic conditioning, the anaerobic conditioning, the sound nutrition, the flexibility, all rolled into one. And if the person follows the course as it's laid out, we can guarantee results. And there it is, right there. There's your biggest selling point for the UBC. Well, one last one that just popped into my mind that I didn't even mention is the contest. I just thought about that one as well. Who else is offering a cruise to Cozumel, Mexico? So if you've got somebody who's kind of picking between the two, between a boot camp and the UBC, hopefully I've given you some food for thought to convince them that the UBC is a much greater value. This is Jim Graden. If you have any questions, contact us. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.